What's up everyone, this is the Shadow Sage, and I'm coming to you with a brand new episode of What If Naruto Befriended Kurama as a Child. And this is part 6 of this series, because I did a 5.5 last time, so this is probably going to be another short episode as well, but hang in there. And I'm sorry for not uploading in a while. I've been binging Code Geass, guys, so I'm really sorry about, me procrastinating a lot. And without further ado, I'm going to announce the like goal, which is 7 likes, and this will probably be the last part before Shippuden. And now, let's get into the recap. Previous episode of this series, Shikamaru Nara and Sasuke Uchiha are promoted to Chunin, while Naruto Uzumaki is promoted to Jonin. And this will piss Sasuke off because he's pretty jealous of Naruto, like really jealous actually. And they will fight on the hospital roof, and then Kakashi will step in, stopping the fight. After seeing the water tower and getting his ass handed to him by the Sound 4, he will definitely be persuaded to leave the village, and Tsunade will put together the squad and put Shikamaru as the leader, but this time the squad will be slightly different, and instead of having Naruto on the squad, Rock Lee will be on the squad because he's fully healed already, and Naruto is a Jonin, so he's already on a mission, because it was stated that all Jonin were on missions at the time, and most Chunins were already on missions, so Naruto being a Jonin was already on a A-rank mission with Kakashi. Once this team embarks on their mission, they will pretty much go the same, like all the matches will be the same and all the results will be the same. Like, for example, Choji fights Jirobo, takes the chili pill, and nearly dies. Neji beats Kidimaru, my bad. Shikamaru vs Tayuya goes the same, and Kiwa versus Sekon and Ukon are the same, with all the sound trio stepping in too. And I forgot to mention that Rock Lee will fight Kidimaru, and during that fight, Sasuke will wake up, and that's when he will run off, like in canon, but this time Naruto isn't there to follow him. So, this is where we left off, and now let's get right into the actual part. Once Naruto and Kakashi finish their mission, they will run into Deidara and Sasori, and they will be able to hold them off, but Kakashi tells Naruto to suppress them, and then run away when he can and find Sasuke. And basically, Kakashi and Naruto would be able to beat them, because Naruto's KCM, but once Naruto runs away, they're already pretty weakened, and Kakashi will be able to hold them off, but they know that they have no point in fighting Kakashi because the Jinchuriki is gone, so they just decide to retreat, and Kakashi will make sure that they can't follow Naruto. And once Naruto gets away from Deidara and Sasori, he will summon a toad, and it'll be a tracking toad that will sniff out Sasuke's scent. And once the toad finds Sasuke's scent, he will take him to where Sasuke is headed, and they intersect at the final valley. They'll both be sitting on like the respective heads of their reincarnates, or their predecessors. No, they're the reincarnates of them, so they're sitting on the heads of their incarnates, I think. I don't know much about like that reincarnation stuff, but you guys get the point. They'll be standing on their respective heads, and they'll rush into each other, and Naruto's gonna try to talk no jutsu Sasuke, but Sasuke's kind of already in too deep this time because he doesn't really see Naruto as a friend. He's blinded by the rage and jealousy. Like, deep down he knows that Naruto is his friend, but he suppresses that. It's suppressed by his jealousy of Naruto. This is like one of the few times Talk no Jutsu won't work. Like, Naruto's like 99-1 for Talk no Jutsu in the series. I think Sasuke is the 1 L he ever took. Or Madara is the 1 L as well. So he has 2 L's in the series, but we're not there yet. But if you kind of count it, like, let's get technical. Hashirama Talk no Jutsu'd him at the end, if you rewatch the episode right before he died. But I think it's kind of too late at that point, because he still, like, revived Kaguya, or he was instrumental in reviving Kaguya. But whatever, I've gotten really sidetracked. Now let's get back into the actual fight. My bad, guys. Oh, in this fight, Naruto is super suppressed, and like, he went on an A-rank mission, which we know is definitely difficult, very draining for a person, and he did fight Deidara and Sasori, 2 Kage level fighters, right after that mission, so he's definitely down to around 2 tails, I would say, and pretty low on his base chakra, so when he goes into KCM, he's basically the equivalent of 2-tailed form in canon, basically, and if you guys get what I mean, like, he's definitely suppressed, that's all I'm trying to say. So his KCM is much weaker than it was normally, and he is weaker than he is normally in base, because he's chakra drained after the mission. And they will charge at each other, as I said before, and I would say Naruto is definitely conserving chakra, because he thinks that this battle will be dragged out a little longer, and he does not want that, so he wants to finish this battle quickly, so he forms a Rasengan, and he hits Sasuke right in the stomach. Sasuke gets blasted right into the cliff wall, and Naruto is going to try using his new sealing jutsu, and he knows it's not perfect yet, but he needs to try. He needs to restrict Sasuke and make sure he can't get away. So he does the hand signs and he says, reverse Tetragram Blast, and he aims it at Sasuke. And Sasuke with the Sharingan is able to see this, and he is barely able to dodge it, but it grazes him right in the shoulder. So it's not as strong because it barely hit him, but it did graze him, so he can't move. And he's like, what the hell is going on? I can't move. And then he decides that he needs to go into his CM2 state, which is his Curse Mark 2. And Naruto's like completely horrified by what he's seeing, but this allows Sasuke to break out of his seal. And as I said earlier in the previous parts, stronger opponents can break out of the seal, and as Naruto gets stronger, he can steal stronger opponents, and so on and so forth. But at this point, Naruto's seal grazed him, so it's not as strong as it was, and Sasuke is strong enough in CM2 to break out of the sealing jutsu. And they both charge each other, and Naruto can tell that the strength coming from Sasuke is way higher than it was before. And I have to mention, since Sasuke has twice the hate in this timeline, because he has hate for Naruto and hate for Itachi in this timeline, his Curse Mark, which is fueled by hate, is twice as strong. So he has a 20 times amp, I believe, in this timeline, compared to his 10 times amp that he got in canon. And Naruto is at 2 tails in this timeline, because he can feel the strength coming from Sasuke's Curse Mark, and he knows that he needs to use KCM, so this is basically 1 tails was equivalent to the normal Curse Mark in this timeline, and now they're both at twice the strength, so it's kind of balanced if you ask me, but Naruto is more skillful, so, and he's much smarter in this timeline as well. And now that they're both in their most powerful forms, so Naruto's still pretty weak compared to his most powerful state, but he's in the most powerful form he can be in the current moment. The battle is going to be way more intense than it was in canon, and the battle was super intense in canon, as you all know. And personally, I think the fight in part 1 was better than the fight in part 2 at the end, but the symbolism in Shippuden, the final battle, was much better than it was in part 1. So, that's just my 2 cents on it, but I don't know why I keep going off on tangents, guys, but to the actual fight, Naruto and Sasuke are going at it, and this is they're pretty much equal at this point, because they're pretty much equal in canon, and Sasuke already has his 3-tomo Sharingan because he got it much earlier, and therefore he's much more accustomed to the 3-tomo Sharingan, so he's actually much stronger than his canon counterpart, even with the 2 times boost from the canon counterpart. But I would think that Naruto still somehow has the upper hand, and once they finally get to the Rasengan Chidori clash, Naruto won't pussy out like he did in canon, and basically go weak on his Rasengan. He'll go full in on the Rasengan, and actually it's a full out Bijudama in this timeline, because it's KCM, so he has the upper hand. So it's a very weak Bijudama, which is still stronger than the Vermilion Rasengan, versus the same Chidori that Sasuke had in canon, and that means Sasuke get destroyed by the Bijudama, and Naruto also go full in, like he won't pussy out how he did in canon, because he had sympathy for Sasuke, and just like in canon, they will have their mutual flashbacks, right? But this time it's gonna be way more intense than it was in canon, because how Sasuke said, the stronger 2 shinobi are and they fight, they can share memories, blah blah blah. Since they're both twice as strong, Sasuke and Naruto will share twice as much memories. So it's kind of like how they were in the Final Valley for the second time. They shared memories and then they came together again. And this kind of humanizes Naruto in Sasuke's eyes, because he just saw Naruto as an obstacle, but now he sees Naruto as someone who suffered just like him. So it reveals his true inner emotions. Because in canon, Sasuke didn't want to sever the bond with Naruto, because he didn't think of Naruto as his closest friend and only friend. He just saw Naruto as a nuisance and the obstacle, like I said earlier. So, it's not like he wants to get the Mangekyo Sharingan like he thought he would in canon, but he will just want to get rid of Naruto because he wants to leave and go to Orochimaru. Because he was in canon, Naruto, you were alone right from the start, but this time he doesn't even see Naruto as that. He just sees him as the obstacle. So now he sees Naruto in the more better light, and with empathy. And Naruto has the same for Sasuke. And this is essentially the same bonding moment that they had in the end of Shippuden, but maybe not to the same extent, but it's still there. Sasuke doesn't hate Naruto anymore, that's all I'm trying to say, but Naruto does win the Bijudama Chidori clash, and he will knock Sasuke out, and Naruto is super drained, he used so many jutsu in this fight, and he was already drained, so he will sit down next to Sasuke in the rain, and he's just sitting there trying to recover his chakra, waiting for someone to come get them. And that's when Kakashi will come and take both of them back. And they're both unconscious at this point, because once Naruto sees Kakashi, he will fall asleep because he's just super tired. And then Naruto will wake up a few days later, and he's like, huh, what happened? And all the memories come flooding back to him, and he realizes that he's been unconscious for a few days in the hospital. And he's like, huh, where's Sasuke? And he's told that Sasuke is in the county jail, or whatever they have. I don't know what they have they don't have county jails, they have the village jail, that's it. I'm kinda retarded, but never mind that. Sasuke will be in jail. He's not in some, like, maximum security prison, but he's in their jail, and he's gonna say, I need to visit Sasuke right now. And honestly, he'll vouch for Sasuke, and Sasuke will be, like, contemplating, like, what, am I, like, evil now? Is Naruto the same Naruto that I hated, or do I like him now? He's really confused with all his emotions, and he's been contemplating over the past few days, like I said. And Naruto will come to visit him, and he's like, Sasuke, did you see all the memories like I did? And Sasuke will just look away, and he won't respond. He'll just sit there in silence, because he's kind of too embarrassed. And as Naruto gets up and sighs, and walks away in disappointment, Sasuke says, wait, yes I did, Naruto. I saw everything, and I'm sorry, Naruto. And he basically apologizes and stuff, and he just lets all his emotions out. And now, in this moment, Naruto's like the only person that he respects. The only person who's went through hardship like him. And Sasuke will eventually be placed on, like, house arrest or something like that, and he'll eventually transition back into being a elite shinobi. Jiraiya will then ask Naruto to leave the village and train with him to fight the Akatsuki and get strong. And Naruto will agree, but he'll be hesitant at first because he doesn't want to leave Sasuke because he thinks that Sasuke is in a very vulnerable state. And in reality, Sasuke is really thinking about running away again, but he's not sure because he's really, like, stuck in his feelings, you know what I mean? And after being placed on house arrest and transitioning back into being a elite shinobi, like I said earlier, Kakashi will take him in, and I feel like he would be really reluctant to train under Kakashi at first, and he's going to try to keep running away and stuff like that. But Kakashi will obviously capture him, even if he's using his Curse Mark II. Kakashi is still more than strong enough. Then Kakashi would open up to Sasuke about his past, and this will convince Sasuke to stay because he sees Kakashi as another person who's experienced hardship like Sasuke. And it's not like that when Sasuke went, what if I killed all your loved ones? And he said that, oh, they're already dead. He'll go into the story and stuff about Obito, his father, and Rin. And I feel like this would have, like, sympathy from Sasuke, and Sasuke would then agree to train with Kakashi. Because now Sasuke is starting to come towards the light, like he did at the end of Shippuden. At this point, he really only has empathy for Naruto and Kakashi, but screw Sakura. He still thinks that Sakura is hella annoying. And personally, I don't blame him. And I forgot to mention, Shikamaru has his character development just in canon. Like, he realizes that the mission would have failed if Naruto never showed up and saved Sasuke. And he will, like, cry in front of his dad and Temari, like in canon, swearing that he'll always, like, stick up for his teammates and that he'll never mess up again. And this is, like, one of the big character developments for him, other than when Asuma died. But it's not going to be the same extent that it was in canon, because obviously Sasuke was brought back to the village, but he will still have, like, a decent character development, sorry. And it won't be to the same extent that it was in canon, but I think it'll be all the way there once Asuma dies. Or if he dies, I don't know yet. Guess you'll find out. I'm not spoiling anything. He might die, he might not die. But I think I'm going to end the video off there. Alright everyone, if you enjoyed the video, remember to hit the like goal and subscribe, and that really helps the video out. It helps the channel grow a lot, so if you enjoyed the video and feel like helping me out, please do. Remember to comment what you thought about the video, and remember to stay safe and have a great day. This is the Shadow Sage, signing off.